how this morning routine changed my life. Coming up, Mornings in the Lab with Keith and Fred. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're tuning in today. Mornings in the Lab with Keith and Friends, where we break down how to own your day, take smart risks, and damn it, hold yourself accountable to your biggest goals. Get up. If you're laying there in bed, if you're sitting back in your truck wondering what you're going to do next, it's just time to get going. Hey, I'm your host. I'm Keith Phillips. Before we get started, here's a quick heads up. I was about to drop an F-bomb in that opener there, but I'm like, nah, I haven't told everybody it's an R-rated show yet. Yep. And I just decided, how fast can I say these words at once? Really? Yeah, I feel like I'm Eminem rap god. If the kids are around, it's time to grab your headphones. Yeah, put them in the head. Yeah, walk them out the room. True story. Or put some plugs in the ears. Yeah, exactly. Today, how this morning routine changed my life. We've got a guest showing up here today, and excited to talk about that, about how a routine changed her life. We're going to dive into the habits that drive your mornings. You know, we're all about here, Mornings in the Lab. And Johnny always talks about this. What we do here in the lab and what we do in the show is the stuff that many of you don't want to do, or many of you don't know how to do, or many of you just don't know the journey to get there. We talk about the habits that drive your mornings, how to cut out distractions, how small changes lead to big results. Joining me in the lab here today are C. Marty Fit, John Anderson, and of course, producer Coach Flynn. And of course, thank God, Jimmy, our friend Jimmy over there in the Philippines. Hey, listen, we're a global show. We have no boundaries, no barriers. We got people all over the planet tuning in, hanging out, and working with us here in the lab. And Jimmy, of course, there is on the deck at the controls. And those of you that know, Philippines have been under some weather challenges, and we're just thankful and grateful that Jimmy was able to be here today. And you know what, as Johnny said before the show, Jimmy's a business athlete. He just figures out how to get shit done to be here. Many of you might just say, I can't get it done. I got no power, got no internet. I don't have a candle. No, Jimmy just shows up. Jimmy finds a way to show up. Are you laying there? Are you going to figure out a way to show up? 90% of you aren't. Be the 10%, be the 1% that will. And that's not all coming up today. We got a special guest, like I said earlier, Janine Suwa. Janine's a pro at community-led growth and investing. So if you're a business dude, entrepreneur, you're like, hey, I need to make some cash today. I want to learn about growth and investing. Today's a show for you as well. She's going to share how bold routines and smart habits fueled business success for her. And here's what's also coming up. We've got the morning loop. Janine's here for center stage deep dive. Then Jory Janssen, of course, is here to wrap up hour one with the protein take. We're going to talk about nutritional periodization. You're like, what? Yeah, when to eat, how to eat. Are you training for something? Are you not training for something? And so forth. So how to match what you're eating with what you're doing. Hour two, we're going to head into the morning loop reloaded. And of course, in the gym with John and Marty. AMA Friday, I got a bunch of questions for the boys. Community corner, celebrating somebody in the creator spotlight. Then Christina and I can talk about business and branding and talk about morning routines and what light went on for me to go in a certain path. But before we dive in, I want you to like the channel if you like it. Subscribe to it if you want to subscribe to it, and drop a comment and tell your friends all about this morning show. And listen, what's one morning habit that helps you unlock your potential? Coming around the corner next month, guys, November, no month, say no to something so you can say yes to so much more. All right, let's just check out what the crew is digging up here today. We got Marty in the, he's whites today. White, no less brunches, more crunches, black text. Christina's, of course, all black. Johnny's, he's leaning back and Johnny, can you spread the cleavage?
Cleavage?
Yeah, there
Come
you go.
on, baby.
Strong as fuck.
Come
man.
on, baby.
Johnny Anderson matching my black hat today with the black glasses. Of course, I'm in black on black with brown glasses, black hat, and so forth. What's going on, guys? How are you guys today? We're coming up to the end of the loop. This 5-day loop is coming to the end. What's shaking?
I
Good,
like
man.
it. Covered that up, baby.
Yeah, we were about to get him,
good.
Johnny. I was ready. I was ready to get him, Johnny.
I was cocked, baby. I was ready. I was ready to throw the hatchet.
We ain't letting you slide with anything this week.
No.
It's been a great run, man. And it's shit. We get basically a couple days to recharge and do it again. You know.
That's right.
In terms of the morning show here.
That's it. So you were off yesterday. How was your day? Not off from us, but you were away from the show. How was your day yesterday, Producer Flynn?
It was good. I wasn't here because I was taking care of my shit, and I have my Citrus appointment. I got to meet her in person, and I said, all right, you know what? That's number one right now for me. And y'all
number one, baby.
Crushed it. Y'all crushed it. You did well. The control freak in me is like, I'm not there. And I will say this. Y'all didn't have an easy run yesterday, and you still pulled it out. You still crushed it, and I'm really proud of y'all.
I gotta say, I gotta jump in real quick and say, there's no questions, zero questions that when you're here, things run more smoothly. So you're like you're the mom of the show now, whether you like it or not.
She's definitely the mom.
Yeah,
Appreciate that. I will take that title with honor.
And you're right, Marty. You and John Anderson were fine yesterday. It was old Uncle Keith over here who's having some internet challenges, but I had zero stress. I said to Christina yesterday in our post show, the greatest compliment was when both Anderson and Marty were like, "Yeah, today's show is real life." And it was fine. We were just fine. I'm like, yeah, because that's what real life is all about. Right? Not always perfect. So
we're like, he froze up. Jeez, we're like, when's that son of a bitch going to pay his internet bill, man? We're tired of floating around here.
Get to move some money real quick.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Oh man, that's it. Good morning, Shinku. Oh, Shinku's out this morning. Good to see you. You're up and at it early this morning, which is spectacular. All right, listen, let's talk about how a morning routine changed my life. I want to dig further into this with our conversation with Christina later today. But I used to think, Nation. I used to think, Johnny, Marty, Christina. I used to think that morning routines were overrated. Oh yeah, building ice, burning both candles at both ends. It's just, Johnny, I'm gonna admit this to you right now in the air. Just crushing the 2 liters of Diet Coke. Marty, I'm talking 2 liters, 4 liters, 6 liters a day, crushing them throughout my day, staying up till 2, 3. Yeah, exactly. And shitty food, walking on over to the pizza joint, the McDonald's joint, getting fat. At one point, I was 230 fucking pounds. Woo, baby. Marty,
that's a lot of weight or height.
Let's put that in perspective. What do you weigh right now, brother?
175, 180.
Oh my Lord! So we're talking 50 pounds.
Marty's seen me. I'm not the biggest guy in the world, Marty.
That's a lot of weight, man. I'm happy for you.
Yeah,
50 pounds. That's like losing a third of you, brother.
Johnny, we know. Hold on, I got to take my glass off this. Johnny, I am one of Canada's greatest bodybuilders.
And you're Mark Wahlberg's twin brother. That's just cute. And then, but the title of all, the best title of all that works perfectly is "You are the nuttiest little son of a bitch I know," and I love you.
Yes,
nutty little son.
Yes, that's the one that I really wanted. That's what I wanted.
And I love every ounce of that nutty little son of a bitch.
Oh, I love you too, Anderson. It's true, Shingu. I was a big motherfucker. I'll find some pictures for you guys. But I would tell you, I was hustling. I was the entrepreneur hustling both ends. And I'll admit this too to you guys. I got a business trip coming up in a month. I got to lose some weight. Yeah, I was that guy rushing towards that old, got to lose some weight. I got to lose some weight, not body fat. I got to lose some weight so I can put my pants on or put my suit jacket on. I was hustling, juggling multiple businesses, constantly in go mode. But the truth is that grind was fucking wearing me down. Oh, both ends. Yep. I realized it wasn't that external chaos holding me back. It was that internal noise. It was that self-doubt, the stress, Johnny, Marty, the cortisol, right? The cortisol, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Fear, slowing down, staying busy just to avoid confronting what really mattered. And then I made a shift, and it started with my mornings. I realized that I couldn't burn the candle at both ends. And I stopped cramming more into my day and focused on making every move count instead of trying to make every hour count. Right. And that game stopped measuring effort and started measuring impact and started recognizing that it's really about the results, not about the journey to get to the result. It's the results are what matter. I know we talk about the process, enjoy the process. It's at the end of the day, you still got to recognize it's the results. Johnny didn't train every single day to get on stage to lose. I'm sorry. You had to find a way to enjoy that. So today I start my mornings with intention, absolute intention every single day, doing the shit that most of you, say it, aren't doing, or most of you want to do, but don't know how to do it. Which is why I started the show with Marty and John and Tina. This is what we do as a business athlete. Prioritizing physical, mental, emotional well-being, the non-negotiables, like just the absolute non-negotiables, right? Focusing on the real progress, not just the productivity. And it's not about doing more. No, it's about doing what matters. And Johnny, Marty, Christina, Johnny, it's doing the shit that somebody else is scared to do, or somebody else just don't want to do to hit that edge, right?
They can, but they won't.
Yes, it's the one. So you got to ask yourself, what's that one habit or belief holding you back right now? And I invite you to think about this. Most of us can't be an NBA superstar or an NHL hockey player or a professional athlete, but any single motherfucker out there, it can be a business athlete. But you got to do what that guy over there doesn't want to do. And it starts by getting up in the fucking morning. Johnny, Marty, Tina, I'm jacked.
This morning, I love this topic because here's the thing. Morning routines have gotten to this, okay, I need a morning routine. It's almost like I need a workout. And what's coming down to is people don't understand that a morning routine is ultra customized. What does that individual need? Like for me, my morning routine is to get all the negative shit out of my head so I can be in the best mental space for me to be the best I can for the day. Other people, maybe they wake up in a great state of mind and they don't have to worry about that. They just need to get their exercise in before everybody wakes up. And so I guess what I'm getting at is the morning routine, it needs to be, you got to identify what it is you're trying to achieve in that morning routine and then build it for you as an individual. Don't just do all this shit on the internet and expect that your life's going to change, because you might be doing stuff that you really don't need.
Yeah. Marty?
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of people, like in Keith's situation, they have this. You have the skill set to get your shit together. You had structure in ICUC. I'm sure you had some type of structure in your household as well. But you just got to implement that in areas that matter, so you can be the best you, so you can even be more effective in ICUC. And I guarantee that when you got with AJ and you got it together and you implemented your morning routine, I bet ICUC got better as well.
Yes,
right?
you're absolutely right, Marty. And you know what, Marty? I lived the life of a you up until that. Right, I'd eat shitty throat. I'd eat good, or I'd chase weekends. I'd chase business trips. It was a constant life of you. I remember going to Christina, going to the John Varvatos store one year, buying larges, going back the next year, buying mediums. Really?
And that is control.
It is.
You feel
Yes.
you're constantly chasing, you're trying to chase stability, and you're not going to get it that way. You crave stability, you don't chase it.
Chasing all the wrong things. Right? I was scared. And here's the other thing, Nation. And I know you guys will do it like me. You're scared of missing out. Embrace the boredom. You're not missing anything. What you're missing is fucking trouble. And I got too much of it.